zone. 3D printers, humming gadgets, finding a home. From Z-Wobble fixes to smart home tricks, we're building the future, click by click. TechWiz 36999, let's level up the game. Sean Burton's got the spark to ignite the flame. DIY reviews and tutorials so clear. Subscribe, join the crew, the tech world's right here. Cybersecurity tips, gaming gear we explore. Hands-on solutions, we're opening the door. Beginner and maker, we're all in this fight. Ask questions, share projects, let's shine that light. TechWiz 36999, let's learn the game. Sean Burton's got the start to ignite the flame. DIY reviews and tutorials so play. Sean's clack, talk the crew, the tech world right here.
Hey peeps, viewers, and subscribers, it's Sean back again. I just had some thoughts. I was like, I don't know, I was seeing some of those new clips of the Star Trek Starfleet Academy videos, and I'm just getting kind of a mixed vibe on this. Like, I thought, like, you know, Star Trek was more like a, you know, utopian type deal thing, and then it seems like some of the clips that I've seen, they're kind of having more of like a military, Navy, you know, SEAL type feel to it. Like, it doesn't seem to feel like something that, you know, Star Trek would have, you know, avenue they're going down. So it just kind of, I don't know, I kind of got like a mixed feeling for it. I know it's coming out on the 15th, so I may have a different opinion when it comes out. But it just seems like the vibe just seems to be different, way different than anything they have they did before. And I don't know, maybe it's a good thing. It could be a good thing, not a bad thing. I don't know, I'm kind of like conflicted when it comes out. I've seen the last video is kind of like a drill sergeant basically yelling at a candidate, and then she goes, "Oh yeah, I knew I can spot a runner when I see one." I don't know, it just seemed kind of an odd thing for Starfleet to be going down, because it's like the way they made it, like the Starfleet Academy was like, you know, just a bunch of little kids, you know, that didn't do too much, and then ended up, it's like, well, where we did not see any of this, you know. It's just kind of a big twist on the story, I must say. And I don't know, by the looks of it, it looks like they're kind of like taking a vibe off of Star Trek Prodigy, and they're kind of taking the vibe off of the lower decks, is what it seems like to me. And that's kind of where they're going with the vibe. I don't know if that is correct or not, but it does feel like it could be going that way. Now, I heard that they're saying they're going to bring some back, like the characters like DiCaprio and stuff like that, the Doctor, and he's going to be like, you know, a hologram Doctor and such. So, I don't know, that's kind of a twist. Now, if they're doing that, are they going to create other characters from like into a hologram, and like maybe we'll see some of the old characters again? Like, we may see Riker, we may see Picard, we may see some of these other people, like maybe Janeway and stuff like that, and they'll kind of like make it that they're kind of like, you know, holograms, and maybe that's where they're going to go with some of the Starfleet Academy training. So, you know, it just seems kind of, I know that way it's kind of bothering everyone, but I apologize. I am getting it fixed. I just got the new switches here, actually, and I just didn't get a chance to replace it yet, so I'm just waiting for someone to get some free time to help me with it. So, well, now it's getting really annoying, I see. But anyway, off topic. So basically, from what I can see, it's kind of like a different vibe. Like from what I'm getting, I'm kind of got a confused, conflict feeling. Like where's this going? What are they doing? It seems like they're just going to be on a starship, and then something goes down that, I don't know, there could be something like get lost in space or something. I don't know. It seems kind of like they're twisting some kind of story off of all the other Star Trek shows that did so good. So I know I'm just no, just I'm looking forward to seeing it coming on. Everyone else goes on like, it's not canon, it's not this, it's not that. Well, if it's something new, it's not going to be on canon. It is going to be slightly different. There is going to be some things that we're not going to like. It doesn't mean that the show doesn't have its place. Every show has its place on the TV slot. So, and it just kind of felt like a twist like that they're going to do. Like, I don't know, like, seems like it's going to be more military type style Starfleet. Are they changing the whole story where the story is going? Like, is the section, area, section where they had with the, the secret part of Starfleet and that goes on the background section 9. And, it just seems kind of, I don't know, it just seems kind of like a weird twist. I don't know, maybe they're just throwing out enough little trailers there just to confuse you, to keep you interested, but just enough that you don't lose interest. So, but, it seems like, I noticed they got the Jemadar now as a Starfleet, uh, uh, drill sergeant, and I was like, "Oh, really? That's different. That's a different twist." So we must be going to be seeing a lot of alien races that we haven't seen before, or we have seen before, but they kind of fell out of the story. But it seems like maybe some of these races are going to come back into the story, and then we're going to see some new storyline of where Starfleet is going. Like, it may go down a different avenue or different road that anyone thinks that it's going, the direction it's going to go. So, that was the most recent one I saw was that, and I saw another trailer where they're on a ship, and then this ship out of nowhere starts attacking the Starfleet ship, and then the captain says red alert, and all the people that are in the academy go to their back to their rooms or whatever. So I kind of seen a bit of that. So that was kind of confusing. And then they said, and a few of them didn't go back to the room. They're like standing around seeing what's going on. And I guess those are going to be some of the main characters that you're probably going to see in the series. So I don't know. It just seems kind of a thing. It seems like, I don't know. Kind of seems like some of these people that have been put into Starfleet, these youngsters or whatever. I think that they are like they don't seem like they're the run-of-the-mill same cut of what Starfleet would have, and it just seems like they may be some of the ones that are kind of like a Kirk type style character, where he just basically went off on a tangent and did things he wanted to do, and Starfleet and that. But I don't know if that's where they're going with the characters. But it's kind of seems weird that they're not going back to the room and they're just standing around and waiting for something to happen. So based by the looks of it, they're probably going to be the ones that are going to be a main, part of the episode. But it seems like the captain of the ship too is going to be seem like a very one. And but no, she seems to be a different type of captain than all the Starfleet captains we have in the past. She kind of acts more differently than other ones. Well, this is in the future, I guess. Things could have changed and people could be different and but they're going down a different direction. And they're probably trying to make it more relevant to some of the younger people as well, try to get their interest in the show. So it could be some mix of that too. But it seems like some of the clips that I've seen so far, it looks like it could be good. And I don't know if these are just little clips that are actually going to be in the show, or are these just little short treks that it's just, kind of just gotten your interest, but in reality it's not going to be in the show. So hopefully those little nibblets and pieces that they've been feeding us are going to be actually some of the parts in some of the episodes of the new series. And the other thing as well, like if they're doing a new twist, I guess they're doing the Starfleet Academy. It's going to be in the future after the Discovery went into the future, and then solved everything and all that jazz. And it seems like that's the era that they're going to basically cover, and that's what they're going to do the Starfleet Academy in that time frame, that time point. So I guess it really doesn't matter if they're in canon or not at this point, because we're past all the old characters now. We're into new characters now. So I'd like to see like some of the new stuff. Like if they have Starfleet, like are we going to see people from the Alpha Quadrant? Are we going to see people from other places now that we haven't seen before, or revisits from those races, and they join and they can join Starfleet as well, and they're going to be back into the story. I don't know. I mean, basically, some of these shows are doing that. They're taking all the characters back, and they're creating new shows and new series from the old characters. I know that's the rumor for I Like Stargate 2 as well, and apparently Stargate is coming back too as well. That is basically in production now, and they're going to bring back all the characters from all of the Stargate Atlantis shows, like Atlantis, SG-1, uh, uh, the one where you get Stargate Universe. So they're going to pull in all the characters. Now I'm just hoping they're going to do a good job with it. It does seem like a good idea, but hopefully they can make it all jive together and make it work between all the different characters. Now, I don't know how far they're going to go back with some of those characters, but I definitely would like to see the guy that was in Farscape, him. I'd like to see him back again. I'd like to see the one that was in Farscape as well, that played the girl. And there's an awful lot of characters I'd love to see in the new Stargate series, and there's a few of them I'd like to probably see in Star Trek. I'd like to see some of these famous people, actors and actresses that only do movies and don't do TV shows. I'd love to see them start doing TV shows. Probably make things a lot more interesting, that's for sure. The acting would be phenomenal as well on some of these shows. I think that's how some of these shows don't do very well. They just don't pick the right people. They just got the right vibe to work together, and you just gotta kind of build that vibe where they all get along. Just like they don't feel like they're just been thrown together into the story. So, that's basically another thing that I'm looking forward to coming. That's probably not going to be another year or more. But another show that I was hoping to come back would be Farscape. Maybe spin off a story off of his kid, that maybe something in the future happens and he has to save the universe, or someone comes back and tries to take over the wormhole technology, something along that line. I'd like to even see that old TV series Lex. That was a pretty good one. I wish they would do a better science fiction show for the Lex, because I found some of the effects in that show were not the best. They were kind of mid-range, low-budget effects. I'd like to see them do that show with some, real good effects like Star Trek effects and stuff like that. And and basically that's another thing I would love to see come back. I think would be very interesting. And I think they need to do is like another Flash Gordon as well. One that's like based on the cartoon that was in the 90s instead of based on the old style Flash Gordon. And they converted the cartoon series into an actual live TV series. I think would work very well if they did go that route. So that'd be something else I'd probably love to see. I hope. I know Star Trek's the only thing, and Stargate Atlantis is the only thing on the table that we're definitely getting, which is fantastic. But there's a lot of other TV shows that I think they could do reboots on, that they could do. Like, I don't know why they went and there were rumors that were going to do an Independence Day movie. They were going to spin off a TV service on Independence Day. And basically, they canceled the project. I thought that would have been an excellent project. A lot of people are missing a lot of their science fiction film. I'm sure missing my science fiction film, I must say. And I was really into Monarch with Godzilla and all that, and then they end up in, like, I think it's been a year. We're still waiting, but I do hear that they are coming out with a new season, so that would be phenomenal if they do another season. That was really good. And I think another good one would be awesome to would redo is SeaQuest. I know it's kind of a weird show, SeaQuest. It was all on submarines, but I don't know. It just seemed like it had a good feel to it. It just felt like it was real. It felt more like a storyline. It didn't feel like they were in a submarine. It just felt like they were in space, but they were underwater. So, it's just that type of show I'd love to see again. And another good show I think they could have done a show of the Running Man. Like, they didn't have to follow Reed all the time. They could have followed other Runner Man characters in the series, and they could have did like a TV series spin-off of it. I think that would even be good. I even thought Total Recall would be an awesome one too as well. But it's just like there's a lot of these shows that are really good. Like, I even liked the series, the new one, Will Robertson, and they basically canceled it when it was just getting interesting. Like, it was getting so good at the last season, they just said, "Oh yeah, we're done. We're pulling it from the rugs from under you. We're not giving you any more." Which I wanted more, but they never gave us more. So what else? And oh yes, and I don't know what happened here. Why did Netflix buy the rights for Halo, the TV series, and have the rights to produce their own show, and then not do anything with it? Usually, when Netflix buys something, or they usually do another season, or they start doing 4 or 5 more seasons, and the show lasts longer than what originally when they made it. Like, I actually like the show. I really don't care what people thought. Like, I know he took off his helmet first, but I just felt like it wouldn't have felt the same. Like, I know he's kind of like a strong, silent type person, and you don't show his face, but I don't know. I just felt like he was more human. It didn't feel like he was invincible. I feel that it made the story more realistic, and like, I thought it was really good. But then Paramount Pictures or Microsoft decides just to cut the funding, which I don't get why they did that. Like, I thought that was the best Halo series they made yet to this point. They've tried doing like the other ones. Bungie made one themselves, and then they ended up quitting on that too, which I was disappointed. Like, I wish they'd just stick to something and stay with something. It's like they're always changing. Like, it's like, just give us the Halo TV series that we wanted. It was just getting interesting, and then they go and cancel. Like, some TV shows need to build their footing before they do really good. So it's just some beefs I have with some of the shows that they have not renewed, or they haven't finished. They kind of just pulled the rug from us, and they basically never finished the story properly, and then just said, "Oh, we're canceling it, and we're not giving you an ending," which I hate when they do TV shows like that. Like, at least all the people that are watching it, at least be nice to the ones that are watching it, and give them a little bit of an ending story, which they feel like they're fulfilled, and they have a little bit of that filler in there. So it just. But I'm definitely going off on a tangent here, where we're definitely talking about Star Trek. But I just felt the vibe going on here. I just figured we do a little bit of a rant on TV series that are coming up, and some of the series that they canceled. Which even another one that I used to watch was Terra, where they went back in the dinosaur age, and they were rebuilding civilization, because in the future mankind was going to die. So then they sent everyone back into the past to reboot civilization, which I thought the show was really good. I think they could have still continued with that show. The excuse is that oh, the budget was too high for it. I don't believe that for a minute. Like, a lot of this stuff can be generated now that they could reduce their costs in some of these things. So that would be something else I would like to see too as well. That would be pretty cool to reboot. And then another good one I thought would be a good TV show, science fiction based, would be something like Bunky O'Hare. A lot of people don't remember this cartoon. It used to be on YTV in the early 90s. And it was really good. It was like a kid's cartoon animated. It was like a rabbit that went in space. We had frogs. We had toads. All the popular little animals that, all the kids used to like. And, I would like to see a real live TV series of that instead of an actual cartoon. I think that would be even interesting. Like, I wish they would make like a reboot, an older style, like for like older people, like not like they did reboot on the new one, which they had a cartoon slash. It was part real and cartoon, so it was a mix of both. But I just feel they had too many screwball characters in it, and it just didn't fit. It just didn't jive. It just felt too fake. It's like they felt like it felt like they were trying to get kind of like a feel like a Power Rangers type feel show, but I just don't know. It felt kind of odd. So I don't know if that was their vibe that they were going on, but And this is for entertainment purposes, and if you are going to have problems with flashing lights, I wouldn't suggest watching this. These lights are not the best right now, but I will get them fixed at some point. But basically, that is my thoughts on some TV shows you should do, and some of the ones that are coming out, and some of the ones that are broadcasting pretty soon. So, basically, oh yes, there's another one that I was talking about that was on Netflix. Would be a good one, be another good one to convert. That's from anime into TV show. Would be Blame. And the other one, it was called Knights of Sidonia. It was kind of like a Gundam Wing kind of type style show. Like, I'd never even seen them do a Gundam Wing like TV show in life, or something along that story in a live TV series instead of an animated series. But if you do like this content, hit like and subscribe, and hit at the bottom. It doesn't cost you anything. And hit the bell at the bottom. Will remind you when new content is coming out. And I hope to see you all soon. And if you like this content, hit comment, like, and subscribe at the bottom what you think. And I'll see what I can do with some more content. If I think of anything else to talk about, I'll do another video like this as well. And I do thank you for all the support. I dare you to try and watch my channel 24 hours. I have over 750 videos there. I doubt you can watch them all in 24 hours. I dare you. And this is Gadget signing out. Same Gadget time, same Gadget channel, same Gadget time. And Gadget signing out.
It's TechWiz 36999, Sean's in the zone. 3D printers, humming gadgets, finding a home. From Z-Wobble fixes to smart home tricks, we're building the future, click by click. TechWiz 36999, let's level up the game. Sean Burton's got the spark to ignite the flame. DIY reviews and tutorials so clear. Subscribe, join the crew, the tech world's right here. Cybersecurity tips, gaming gear we explore. Hands-on solutions, we're opening the door. Beginner and maker, we're all in this fight. Ask questions, share projects, is 36999, let's learn the game. Sean Burgers got the start, you can make it plain. DIY reviews into Corey Blue, so plain. Sean's clack, drop the crew, attack the world right here.